today we're going to have a lesson on friendship. So to start off, I want y'all to pair up and talk about a time that either you were a good friend or you had a good friend. Alrighty. Does anybody want to share with the class? Please raise your hand. Go ahead.
I once had a friend who let me borrow his Nintendo Mario game
Oh, and how was he a good friend? By sharing?
by sharing.
That's so nice.
Once I lost something on the playground, and one of my friends helped me find it, and it made me really happy because it was an earring my grandma got me.
Oh, I bet that was a really good friend. Alrighty, so today we're going to read about someone who also has really good friends. His name is Mr. Hatch. The book we're going to read is Somebody Loves You, Mr. Hatch. Now, while we're reading, I want you to go ahead and think about those times that you had a really good friend or you were a good friend and see if Mr. Hatch identifies with any of those. Mr. Hatch was tall and thin, and he did not smile. Every morning at 6:30 sharp, he would leave his brick house and walk 8 blocks to the shoelace factory, where he worked. At lunchtime, he would sit alone in a corner, eat his cheese and mustard sandwich, and drink a cup of coffee. Sometimes he brought a prune for dessert. After work, he would make 2 stops, at the newsstand to get the paper, and at the grocery store to buy a fresh turkey wing for his supper. After supper, he read the paper, took a shower, and went to bed early. He keeps to himself. That is what everybody said about Mr. Hatch. Do y'all notice anything about Mr. Hatch?
He doesn't really talk to anybody.
He doesn't talk to anybody. Does it seem like he has friends? One Saturday, when Mr. Hatch stepped onto the porch with his dustpan and broom, he got a surprise. A package wrapped in brown paper. He'd never spoken to the postman before. "Thank you, Mr. Goober," he said. Mr. Goober smiled. "You're welcome. I always enjoy delivering packages." Mr. Hatch tore the brown paper off. Inside was a white box, which he opened to find another box. This one was heart-shaped, all sanity red with a pink bow on top. It was filled with candy. Something fluttered to the porch floor. It was a little white card. He picked it up. It said, "Somebody loves you." Only then did he remember. It was Valentine's Day. What do we notice about Mr. Hatch here? What does he look like?
Surprised.
He looks surprised. Mr. Hatch wondered and wondered. Now who would send this to me? He was all alone. He had no friends, and yet someone had sent him Valentine. Who? He put the box on the coffee table and tried to do some dusting, but every time he left the room, he had to keep peeking to see if the box was still there. He dusted and dusted, and the dust cloth seemed to whisper, "Somebody loves you, somebody loves you." At last, he flung the dust cloth away and exclaimed, "Why, I've got a secret admirer!" After that, he did something he had never done before. He laughed. He laughed and danced and clapped his hands, and then he took a piece of candy from the box and ate it. Does Mr. Hatch look happy here? Yeah. How can you tell he looks happy?
He's dancing.
He's smiling and dancing. Mr. Hatch changed his shirt and found some old aftershave in the bottom drawer. He splashed it on his face, he picked out a yellow tie with blue polka dots and put it on, and then he went for a walk. Maybe, he thought, I will meet the person who sent me the candy. Of course, no one had ever seen Mr. Hatch wearing a tie, or smelling of aftershave, or smiling, so he got a lot of attention. Mrs. Weedy tripped over her dog, Mr. Dunwoody nearly fell off his ladder, and little Tina Finn spilled all the toys out of her wagon. Mr. Hatch waved hello to them all. On Monday, it was back to work. At lunchtime, Mr. Hatch sat in the middle of the cafeteria. He spoke to everyone and passed out chocolates from his heart box. On the way home, as usual, he stopped at the newsstand. Mr. Smith handed him the usual newspaper. "I think I'll have a pack of mints," said Mr. Hatch. Not as usual. Mr. Smith was shocked. "Was that you speaking, Mr. Hatch?" "Indeed it was," said Mr. Hatch. "I said I would also like a pack of mints, and if you don't mind my saying so, Mr. Smith, you don't look very well today." Mr. Smith recovered from his shocked reply. "You're right. I don't feel very well. I have a cold. I was supposed to go to the doctor's this afternoon, but the stand has been so busy, I haven't had the time. Mr. Hatch smiled. Well, I'd be happy to watch the stand for you while you go. Mr. Smith could hardly believe his ears. You would? Certainly. Just show me what to do. And so Mr. Hatch ran the newsstand for an hour. He wondered if any of the women who stopped by to buy a paper or a magazine or a candy bar had sent them the mysterious Valentine. Was Mr. Hatch being a good friend? How was he being a good friend?
He helped the news guy, so that he could go to the doctor when he wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, he helped him. When Mr. Smith returned, Mr. Hatch had made his usual stop at the grocery store. I'm a little tired of turkey wings, he told Mr. Todd. I think I'll have a nice fresh slice of ham. Mr. Todd weighed the meat and wrapped it. You look worried, said Mr. Hatch. I am, said Mr. Todd. My little girl is late. She hasn't come home from school yet, and I can't leave the store to look for her until my wife arrives. Goodness, why didn't you say so, said Mr. Hatch. I will go look for her. And so he walked to school and found little Melanie Todd by the swings and brought her home. Thank you, said the grocer. Any time, said Mr. Hatch. After supper, Mr. Hatch did not bother to read the paper. He decided to bake brownies instead. It would be nice to have brownies to share the next day with the people at the shoelace factory. As he baked, the warm chocolate smell of brownies floated through the neighborhood. Children gathered around Mr. Hatch's house, sniffing the air. Well, I suppose the factory can wait, said Mr. Hatch as he looked out the window, and he brought out 2 platefuls. Now what are brownies without lemonade, he said, and he stirred up a nice cold pitcher. When the parents came to gather their children, they had some brownies too. It turned out to be a picnic in Mr. Hatch's backyard. He dusted off an old harmonica and played songs he remembered from his boyhood. Everyone danced. How does everyone look in this picture?
Happy.
Happy. Why do they look so happy?
Because they're sharing and dancing.
They're sharing and dancing. And so the days and weeks went by. When Mr. Hatch wasn't smiling, he was laughing. And when he wasn't laughing, he was helping someone. And when he wasn't helping someone, he was having a party in his yard or on his porch. He seemed to have forgotten about finding the person who sent them a Valentine. Then one afternoon, Mr. Gruber, the postman, came to his door. His face was very serious. Come in, Mr. Gruber, said Mr. Hatch. You look upset. I am upset, he said. I made a mistake some time ago. My supervisor is very angry with me. Do you... Yes, Mr. Gruber, what is it? Do you recall the package I delivered to you on Valentine's Day, I think it was? Yes, I believe so, replied Mr. Hatch, beginning to feel a little uneasy. Oh no. I don't suppose you still have it, said Mr. Gruber sadly. As a matter of fact, said Mr. Hatch, I still have the box. The candy is gone, though. Why do you ask? The postman took a deep breath. I'm afraid I delivered it to the wrong address. It was supposed to go to another house. Mr. Hatch recalled, tearing off the brown paper. It had never occurred to him to look at the address. He fetched the heart-shaped box and the pink bow and gave them to the postman. I do hope your supervisor won't be too angry with you now. The postman was heading down the sidewalk when Mr. Hatch called from his porch. Mr. Gruber, I forgot something. He gave the postman the little white card. What does Mr. Hatch look like right now?
Sad.
He looks sad. How can you tell that he looks sad?
Frown.
He's frowning. He even has tiny little tears. Alone in his living room, Mr. Hatch sighed. Nobody loved me after all. Then he read the paper, took a shower, and went to bed early. The next morning at 6:30 sharp, Mr. Hatch left his brick house and walked 8 blocks to the shoelace factory. At lunchtime, he sat in the corner by himself, ate his cheese and mustard sandwich, and drank a cup of coffee. Is Mr. Hatch still smiling and happy? No, he's sad. After work, he stopped at the newsstand for his paper, but he did not speak to Mr. Smith. And when he ordered his turkey wing from Mr. Todd, he did not smile. Nor did he pat little Melanie Todd on the head, or bake brownies, or have picnics or parties, or play his old harmonica anymore. Everyone whispered, "What is wrong with Mr. Hatch?" Mr. Gruber, the postman, told them. "We love Mr. Hatch," insisted Mr. and Mrs. Dunwoody. "He gave us flowers for our garden. He helped to mend our back fence." Mrs. Weed nodded. "I love him too. He saved his bones for my dog, Ruffy." Ruffy barked. She loved Mr. Hatch too. Mr. Smith told everyone how Mr. Hatch had watched his newsstand so he could visit the doctor. And Mr. Todd told everyone how Mr. Hatch found his little girl. All the children in the neighborhood remembered Mr. Hatch's wonderful brownies and lemonade. and most of all, his laughter. Poor Mr. Hatch, they said, what can we do? Then Mr. Goober answered, I have an idea. They're thinking about all the times Mr. Hatch was a good friend, aren't they?
Yes.
And what do you think they want to do for him?
I want to make him happy again.
Want to make him happy. On Saturday morning, Mr. Hatch woke to a bright and sunny day. He put on his old overalls and went out to the porch with his dustpan and broom. He couldn't believe his eyes. All over the porch were red and white hearts and pink bows. There were boxes of candy on the chairs and yellow streamers flowing from the ceiling. And sticking up out of his mailbox was a shiny silver harmonica. The front yard was filled with people, happy, smiling people. They were holding up a huge sign with hand-painted letters. It said, Everybody loves Mr. Hatch. Mr. Hatch dabbed a tear with his handkerchief. I do believe he sniffed. Somebody loves me after all. Yay! Did y'all like the story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? What did y'all learn? What did we think? What are some things we noticed about Mr. Hatch before he got his Valentine?
He was lonely and sad.
He was lonely and sad. He did the same thing every day. He ate by himself. He didn't talk to anybody. What did we notice after he got his Valentine?
He started talking to everybody, and he did a lot of new things and tried new things.
He did. He was making brownies. He was making lemonade. What are some things you noticed when he was being a good friend? What did he do?
Sure.
He
Yeah.
shared, yeah. He shared those brownies and lemonade. And then he was caring for his friends. He watched the newsstand. He went to go find the deli owner's daughter. These are all signs of a good friend, right?
Yes.
Good job. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to a different activity, okay?